Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Here's a diving catch right side. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Taylor's got the first down and more. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got
things settle down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Ebron caught left side. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brandon, a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
that'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On play action, Locke. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll set him. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Rodgers again now. Being chased out. Touchdown! Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 136 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Rodgers bulldozes past him, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw is Rodgers. Man open left side is Brown. He'll just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Locke's throw taken in by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 39, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 300. It's our time. 44, Mike, 44.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Dancing to his left. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Short little throw to Ebron. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts one score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Now Edwards-Helaire. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers. Open man right side, Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Rodgers to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wagner. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Rodgers rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Room to run past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like